Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M12. It's the Tier 7 American SPG, and this one's located on the north spawn of El Halluf under the command of Vespertin. Now, I think you can see it's carrying the What Arty Noobs colours, kindly provided by Sir Rusty. And battle has commenced. Now, the M12 has 155mm howitzer of French design, and they made 100 of these. They made 40 of them in 1942 and 60 of them in 1943, and 74 of them actually saw service in Europe during the Second World War. Okay, we're looking to across the valley towards the enemy. This is an encounter battle. And one of the enemy has decided to cross the valley, which is a pretty bad decision if you think about it, with a 155mm gun. Fires a round in, gets a beautiful first hit on that DK. He lost 220 hit points with that shot, and that's a lot. Now, the enemy started capping straight away, but this position up here on top of the hill is actually quite a good one for firing on an encounter battle, because it means you can actually shoot behind the other side of the cap. We've got a P43 Biz. We're not going to shoot at him. We're going for the T21. Round out. Oh, bit late. But it still splashes him for 28. And I think it tracked him as well. And stunned him. And he's taken some more damage, so we picked up some stun assist. Now you can see, as Vespertin's moving further south, it means that the angle's changed. And now he can get shots into the other side of the cap area. There's a T71 in the cap area, not actually capping at the moment, slightly outside, but we fired a round in and a direct hit. 330 hit points. You can see how versatile this position is. It's a very dangerous position because that BK's quite close, but it is also very useful at hitting the enemy. Now, he can't get shots on that BK because he's just too close to that cliff edge. And he can get shots on that heavy tank number 6. Dialing in. Round out. Looks good. Oh, all it did was stun him. But he has picked up some stun assist. And the heavy tank's gone down to our Samur SM. And that DK is moving closer. We have got some tanks around so that they can take action against them though. And the T71 is now being engaged by an 88. And they're having a tussle at the base of the hill, and we've lost the 88, but we fire a round in at T71. Unfortunately, we miss. Now, as you can see, if we move, that Vespertin has actually got good shots on some of the enemy tanks on their approach to the northwest corner. But he looks like he's going to try another shot at that T71. And the T71's been tracked. And that's a direct hit, wipes them out. 150 hit points, beautiful, straight on shot, wipes him. T26E4, super Pershing, trying to get an Samur, who looks to be in the reload. I think he might be. He's just taken an Arty round. We're almost ready to shoot. This T26 is going to take the round. It could be a kill shot. It is! 242. Nice kill shot. You see how good this firing position is. And it looks like the VK's been dealt with, and our AMX-12 ton's actually going up the other side of the map. So he's going to look and hunt for the enemy Arty. We're having a look for the P43 Biz. Last seen at the end of that road. I'm not sure if he's going to fire in though. I think he might be waiting for the 12T to find something. The AMX-12 ton. He's fired a round in just in case, to give the 12 ton some assistance, and the P43 Biz was there, but just around the corner. Now we've got a Panther 2 gone down to the a Yank Panther 2 rather, gone down to the cap, and he's gone there to interrupt the cap because our side was capping, and we're going to try and put a round into the Yank Panther, and we splash him for 177. T3485's coming down to do some damage. Some direct damage. He's stunned. We're picking up stun assist. And the Yak Panther is now in a lot of trouble. Oh, he's being rammed up the rear. And he's out the game. Unfortunately, I think we lost our T-34-85 to the P-43 Biz, and there's a T-25-2, the tank destroyer, just firing through that gap, so we're going to put a round through, and splashed him! 195, and we're still capping. And that T-25, if he stays there, he's going to get wiped out. And he has been! Okay, now we've got a KV-2's come around the corner to try and derp the cappers. And he didn't get a reset, but we can about to hit him. Oh, and he's gone. 344, he was taken out by the T-28 prototype. Now we've got an IS-6 trying to shoot through the gap. Okay, we're lining him up for the shot. Dialing in, round out. Should be good. Oh, it fell short. But the T-26E4 is coming up behind the IS-6. And the Challenger's gone into the cap to try and interrupt the capping. Okay, we're going to go for the IS-6 again. Seconds away from shooting. Round out. Should be good. It is. This time it splashes him for 119 and stuns him. And that's going to make it difficult for him to respond. That T-26E4 on our team is going to start firing rounds in. Oh, he just took a round from the IS-6. But he took another round in return. Can we splash him for the rest of his hit points? Yes, we do! That's his third kill. Now the Challenger's trying to climb the hill to get a reset. If he does get a reset, he'll actually get a Defender medal. But he's failed because he just got shot in the rear by one of our guys. I think it was the AMX 12 ton. Yeah, he's taking fire from the AMX 12 ton from a distance. And we're about to shoot in as well. Oh, it hit the rock face. The AT-7's going around to try and do some damage. And he's rammed the Challenger. I think we can't fire now because if we do, we'll damage our own teammate. The AT-7 just took a hit and the cap's been reset. But the Challenger's gone down, which means there are only two enemy remaining. The P-43 Biz and one of the enemy Artys, the M12. In fact, there is only one enemy Arty. It is that M12, the same as us. We fire a round in. Oh, beautiful! 201 hit points, a splash, and some stun. The 12 tons going the long way round. And, oh, took a big round there. 237. Can we get another shot in? Well, we're almost loaded. If the P-43 keeps pulling back like that, we'll put a round right into his rear. He's gone into cover. He must know that he's safe behind that rock. And we lose the 12 ton. We fire around him, get some splash. Unfortunately, we've lost sight of the P-43 Biz. But we are capping, which means that that P-43 Biz is going to have to move towards the cap to get a reset, because the enemy Arty won't be able to see what's going on otherwise. And he's gone into the valley, and he's taken some fire from the T-28 prototype. We're going to fire in as well. Oh no, we didn't hit him. The round exploded prematurely on the hilltop. You can see the mark on the hilltop where the round exploded there in front. But the P-43 Biz has been killed by the T-28. Which means there is only one enemy remaining, and that's the M12. And I think we're going to cap out. If this M12 is a What Arty Noobs member, he'll probably go Rambo and try and shotgun the people in the cap. That's certainly what I would try and do. If he's not a What Arty Noobs member, he'll just try and fire into the cap, but that probably won't get him any advantage. And he's been requested to platoon with the T-28 prototype, and they've both got 3 kills, or at least 3 kills. In fact, the T-28's got 4, and that means a brothers in arms if the game ends with a win for them. T-28's crossing the valley, going after the M12. Well, T-26E4 hasn't found him yet. And Vespertin is looking, or Vespertin I should say, he's looking where the M12 should be located. There he is! Yep, in the back. He fired around at the... Oh! Well, he splashed him for 168. And then he was killed immediately afterwards by the Super Pershing. And that's game. They've got the victory. Very nice. And here's the end of battle result. It's an ace tanker for Vespertin in the M12. He also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 19. A Brabazon Arms for being in a platoon with another tank. Both managed to get 3 kills apiece and survived the battle. And he got a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else in his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by others, and you can see those there. So let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the high caliber. That went to the T28 prototype that he platooned with. He managed to get 2,535 hit points of damage. The next high score was the IS-6 with 2,341. But of course, we know Vespertin killed that IS-6. And Vespertin managed to get 1,929 hit points of damage. When it came to kills, it was the IS-6 who managed to get the highest amount. He got 5, then came the T28 prototype with 4, then got the Vespertin with 3, the P43 Biz with 3, and the Tiger 1 with 3. When it comes to base XP, it was Vespertin who's got the highest amount, 1,276, then the T28 prototype with 872, and the T26 E4 Super Pershing with 743. So let's have a look at detail report. Well, he fired 18 rounds of 155mm ammunition. He got 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, 8 splash. Damage of 1,929 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. He hit 10 of the enemy, that's 2/3 of the enemy team, and he killed 3 of the enemy, 1/5 of the enemy team. He also did stun assistance damage of 1,864 hit points off 10 stuns. On a premium account, he actually managed to get 46,415 credits during that battle. He also picked up 12,996 off personal missions payout, and after ammunition resupply, he took away 39,251 credits. He received 1,914 XP times 3 to the first victory, 536 from personal missions payout, meaning he took away 6,278 experience points altogether. So a very nice battle there by Vespertin, as he calls it, Desert Storm in the M12. Well, it certainly was a storm for the enemy, and I like the way that you actually positioned towards the south to get good hits on the enemy whilst also maintaining a watch on what that VK was doing, because you don't want to get suddenly surprised by an enemy tank who sneaks up and creeps up through the south end of the map and suddenly comes around the corner and blasts you one. But from that position you can fire quite nicely into the enemy cap area, and you did get some lovely hits on the enemy whilst they were trying to engage tanks in the northwest corner. So congratulations on your win. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.